Yo, what's good? Stu here, Stu TV, cover all things blockchain, meta, all that good stuff. But back at it again with another video. With this video, I just specifically want to cover a DeFi app. I know DeFi app is a current airdrop that you could be able to jump on, get potential rewards, start farming the platform. And I'm going to show you just different strategies of what all they have available, and then also just keep you up to date. But let's get into it. So we could just see better than a sec, swap, earn, leverage, lend. DeFi app does it all. They also have a video you can be able to check out and refer. So if you want to just look at this specific video, I know with their target platform, they're looking to have an actual super decentralized app to where it has all the capabilities and functions to where it doesn't have KYC, and then you can also swap and do different interactions with the platform, and then connect it with various networks. So this platform is just designed to do that. And then we can also just scroll down with the strategic partners. So we have Mechanics Capital, Selena Capital, Bankless VC, FOMO Ventures, Zagabond, swap anything and anywhere. So this is where it shows you a transaction where they're swapping sold for Ethereum. So you can be able to do that. Home for your all things decentralized finance. So decentralized finance, like I mentioned before, no KYC, self-custody. You could buy with crypto or Google Play. So you could buy crypto with MasterCard, Visa, I believe PayPal, Apple, Google Play. So you can pay with all those different options. It's blazingly fast, and then you can lend and borrow with crypto, and they have staking yield rewards. This is where you can just earn different parts of XP. This XP will just have you join different factions depending on what you join, but I'll show you that just with the interactions of the platform as we just get later onto these videos, where you can decide what faction you actually want to join into. So from here, then we had to swap, earn, and then leverage. So this is what the actual interface will look like once it starts to become available on the go. So they do have an announcement that's going to start coming Q2 of 2025. So anytime soon, you would probably hear an announcement where users will be able to farm on their phone and be able to do all these different processes through this platform. So it's just very interesting to look at and just jump into. And then I'm going to just show you some different possibilities as far as farming the platform. But we can go over to this next article. It says DeFi is the first decentralized super app designed to eliminate every barrier in DeFi. No gas, no bridges, no KYC. A single platform where you can swap any token, trade with leverage, and stake across multiple chains seamlessly and instantly. Eliminates friction in DeFi, enabling gasless, bridge-free, and KYC-free transactions. So a lot of people are just thinking it's going to be the next Hyperliquid, or at least that's the narrative that's being pushed about this particular platform. Not really saying or comparing it to, but that's the narrative that's being pushed and is out there. We'll see if we can go check out a couple tweets. So I typed in DeFi Airdrop. You can't afford to miss this airdrop. 6 million raised. Its early access is live. It's the all-in-one DeFi app. Swaps, cross-chain, derivatives, yields, everything. So it shows a referral link to where you can join. And then this is latest 6 hours ago. I recommended using DeFi app for every swap I make. I now swap every airdrop I get through them. It literally makes better rates than Jupiter most of the time. And home airdrop is confirmed for Q2. So it shows where you can refer to the quarter link. So it seems like it's getting a lot of traction as far as all the latest tweets. Let's go over to our next tweet. So this is a guide on DeFi airdrop. DeFi is trying to follow the Hyperliquid playbook. It has no gas or bridging fees. Perps and yields farming are coming soon. Currently, you are only to make swaps to get XP. TGE is likely in Q2, so it's close. Maximum of 5B XP can be achieved this season. Let's see how it can be gained right now. Join the app and sign in using the email wallet, and then click View Arena, and then join any of the top factions. I'll explain more about the factions as we go on, but just all these different things are just going to count towards once you get a specific amount of XP, then hopefully you'll be eligible. Also just check and refer to the server, because they can also just help you with any questions or guidelines or things you need to help walk you through the process. But let's see if we can actually go over to DeFi app and explore this actual drop. But let's get into it. So we're actually in the back office. Now, if you do join, you may need to have a referral code to be able to join or access. You might not be able to see the screen. You might see a screen where it has a secret list of random numbers or letters that you maybe have to copy and paste. So to do that, you have to jump into the server. Once you jump into the server, you can copy and paste and paste that letter and number sequence, confirm, and then it should guide you through the platform. And you can see what I'm seeing here. But just from there, this is where you can all see the the interface. So this is where you can see inside the platform. So it has trade, earn, perps, AI, and XP, and then it shows the different history, and then these are the current tokens that I'm holding. So right now what I do is just swap in between the platforms. So let's say I want to swap 25%, and I want to swap this for Pepe. So I hit the swap button. Once it swaps, it just puts your XP in terms of how much you'll actually get. And then that swap will just be able to load, and then it'll tell you when it actually confirms your specific swap. You do have to keep this tab open, otherwise it may cancel your trade, but for the sake of this video, we're actually going to keep it going. Also, you can change the actual EVM that you're actually having the wallet attached to, so you can change it from EVM. If you want to change it over to Solana, then you can be able to have everything work for the Solana, but you also have to deposit. So here within, you can also withdraw and send to a different network if you choose. If you want to send it over to Solana, if you want to deposit Solana, then you would deposit from this specific wallet. Then you would drop Solana to this wallet. So I'll go ahead and send some SOL over to this wallet for this video. So right now I'm actually just sending over some fart coin just to a specific wallet. So now we have a transaction complete. So just from here, I'm just sending some money. I'm depositing some money over on Solana. And so it just allows features for you to deposit on the platform. But just from this process, I've been trying to get my fart coin to be able to get on Solana so I can pull up all the list of tokens. For some reason, just with the interface, but maybe I have to put a ticket in with the server. But just for the sake of this video, just definitely go keep it going. But you can be able to get access to all the different coins, be able to swap. And then from there, they'll have like other different features where they'll have perps, and then you can do different leverage trading. Also just have different parts to earn with yield farming. So they have many different factors, and then also just factors with AI. I don't know exactly how AI powered trading, what that's going to look like, but they have many different features and stuff that they're actually just coming out with, and just how they're going to grow on their actual platform. It's actually just going over to Kato or Kaito, however you pronounce it, but this is where you can look at the Yapp Leaderboard and be able to check and see what's the most popular things or what's the most talked about things amongst the space. And you can see that DefiApp is just among the list of amongst pre-TGE on the community dashboard and leaderboard. So it's one to pay attention to in terms of, I know it definitely has traction and talk around the space, and be able to potentially jump on it, especially at this stage. And then being able to jump on it from this stage might give you a early start and be able to just identify different opportunities as you interact more with the DeFi app, and then being involved with the ecosystem, involved with the community. As a wrap up for today, any additional information and questions, definitely feel free to post. I'll drop all the links below, and I will see you in the next one.